This is step 22. So we're going to put the distortion jigs back onto the tube because we need to mark the center lines. Okay, so you'll see that there's a little tick mark right here and then one on the bottom. And that's our center line. If you don't have an angle like this, aluminum angle, you can also use your sanding tee. But if you don't have that, you can also mark it in a second spot. This one is right there. You can just take a ruler and connect the two lines to draw a line. So I can show you how to do that. So here's my one mark right there, one mark right there, and I can connect them. This is easier to do on this oval tube than it is to do on a round tube. On a round tube, you definitely like an angle because they much better grip the tube like that. Because this is flatter, it's a little easier to draw a line down. Okay, so now we have our center line. Now we're in step 23. So now we're going to install these back again. Okay, and we're also going to need, this needs to be, one of them needs to be at the front end, which is open. This is our back end. And then this one needs to be approximately in the middle. So, and then we're also going to take our jig that we made earlier, and we are going to attach the wings. So we need to make sure that the vertical stabilizer, the one with the V on it, is aimed up. It doesn't matter at this point if it's up or down. Well, let's just double check. Yes, it does matter because if it's down, it's going to hit the table. So we need to make sure it's up. So from this point on, this will be the upper part of the rocket. And we're going to use these. I knocked the fin off. I knocked the fin off, so I need to glue mine back on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back when this is ready to put on the rocket. The same problems that happened to you happened to me. I feel like my purpose in life is to show you how not to do things. And if you do the opposite of what I do, you'll have a lot of success. But the other thing is everything is fixable. So don't worry. I'm here to give you confidence. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're on step 24. I have gone and put my vertical fins back on. We are going to put fillets on later in step 26. So I'm not too concerned about that. Just try to be gentle until we get to that point. I've got my distortion guides onto the tube. I've got my alignment jig back here. And now we're going to put the fins on. And we're just going to glue them here. We make sure that the vertical tail is up so that it doesn't hit the table. And it's going to be glued on like this. And then we're going to slide this jig back so that the tip goes into that little notch right there, and that's going to hold it in place. So we're going to go ahead and do both of the fins and then allow them time to dry. There's one, and I'm going to put some weight on it to keep it from moving around. Doesn't take much weight. Okay, and I'm making sure that the back edge lines up with the back of the tube. Like that. And now, these don't slide easily. Got a little glue right there. Take that off because I don't want to glue this in place. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of weight on this one as well. Okay. All right, so I'm going to let that dry, and then when it's dry, we'll go on to step 25. In step 24, we put the wings on, and they're dry. We're going to put fillets on later, so don't worry about that. In step 25, we're going to slide this forward to make room for the strakes, and the front edge of the wings flush against the airframe tube. Install the strakes using a bead of glue along the edges and hold it in place with the notches in the distortion guide. So basically, so here are the strakes out of the wood, and I've already gone ahead and cut them, so I'll just pop those out. And so, oops, this needs to be under here. And we're going to slide this forward. And then these are going to get glued here like this. And then this is going to be pushed back in again to hold it in place. If there's any nubs on the backs of these, I want to sand those off here real quick. Okay, so let's see, we need this edge and this edge. This time I'm going to take off most of the glue because I think that's like too much and it's going to ooze out everywhere. So I just have a very thin film of glue on that. And I'm going to do both at the same time because I'm going to have to work fast. I don't want them falling on me. So I'm going to put this here for right now. And I'm not going to worry about that yet until I slide that up I'm going to get this one in place so I can do both at the same time. Okay, and if I had a friend right now, I'd have the friend push this up. Let's see what happened. These are so tight. Ooh, that's good, that's good, that's good. All right, look at that. All right, so you now make sure that these are even with the fins right here. Push this one back to get rid of that gap. All right, I think that's probably as good as I'm going to get. I'm going to move this actually forward so that it's resting on this edge of the jig so it doesn't sag on me. And I'll move this one just a little bit forward so it has wider span between the two. So I'm going to let that dry. And then in step 26, we're going to put fillets on everything. So while that is going on, in step 27, if there's any gaps between here, we're going to sand those flat. And then in step 28, we're going to start cutting these out. So you can go ahead and start cutting these while the glue is drying. That will allow you to work ahead a little bit and get things ready.